Hey guys, Jason Lovett here with another video from Artsy Passive Income. So in this video I'd like to talk about why meditation is really important. For a lot of people, meditation is sitting there and doing like ums and, performing some sort of like special ritual reserved for monks or people that are isolated. That's not true. Meditation, I think by its definition, basically just means to think. And my kind of meditation is basically, I like to lay down and sleep. Sleeping is actually an unconscious form of meditation where you're kind of going through the motions of thought in your head and kind of establishing new truths about what's going on around you. In conscious meditation, when you're not sleeping, it's just, you could do it anywhere. You could do it when you're sleeping. You could do it when you're when you're working. I actually find that working is the best time to meditate. You can do it while you're riding a bike and exercising. You can do it when you're doing anything that you like space out. It's really just thinking, but it's thinking deeply and thinking consciously. So when I meditate, when I think, I pretty much just become very, very conscious of what I'm thinking about. Like, I know that I'm thinking about what I'm thinking about instead of it just being a passive thought. Like, I'll be meditating and just like letting my mind wander, and I feel the things, like the physical objects in front of me moving around, and I establish like connections between things because I'm meditating. And what meditation really does and why it's so important is because there is a central core to who we are. Right? The thing that we perceive out of. The me, the self. The individual self that wants to go and do things, the one that you perceive out of your eyes and you feel things with, and the thing that is you. The thing that if you cut away every other part of your body, like if I cut off my body, I cut off parts of my brain that are just utilitarian until I got to that core consciousness that is just me. That is the core self. And when you do meditation, you basically establish internal structures inside the mind in different parts of your brain that are utilitarian, that help you connect more effectively with the world around you. So when you're, for example, your relationships with other people, when you meditate, you think deeply into what you do and act and how you act around other people and how they receive what you do, and you kind of reflect on that and realize, because you're cutting out other parts of your consciousness, like by closing your eyes or not focusing so consciously on the things around you, you get to consciously recognize the truths that are there in front of you, but because otherwise you're too distracted to see. So in turn, you develop more effective ways of thinking. And you basically build tools in your mind to deal with certain things. For me, pretty much everything that you guys see in these videos happens because I'm thinking. And then I'm like, then I want to make a video about it. I just realized that meditation is very important because without it, you never really get to establish that, like the tools that you need mentally to the internal structures that will help you succeed in the real world. For example, I could meditate on the idea of making a YouTube video. If I were to sit and think about it, I'd probably like meditate and I'd come up with, oh man, it's really important that I look straight into the camera instead of off to the side like I always do. Or, it's important that I project my voice and I enunciate everything. And if I'm just doing that, if I'm just making videos and I don't stop and reflect and think about it and meditate on it, I may not reach those conclusions. And it's not only do you reach conclusions, but something physical happens in your brain's neurons and the neural pathways where you establish a new neural pathway that you can then utilize while you're doing things. It's actually a physical thing. Like for example, if you're working out and you start off with like puny muscles like I have right now, and over time you develop these huge muscles through working out that you can now lift something that you couldn't lift before. You've built something that wasn't there through practice and exercise, and now you can do something that you couldn't do before. Well, with meditation, you're essentially strengthening your mind and building new circuits inside of your mind so that you can actually think in different ways that you didn't think before. But it all comes off of that central core. So think of it like a little tiny ball, which is your central core consciousness, and you're establishing little circuits around it, and each circuit is a new tool that helps you deal with the world in a different way. So one tool, you may realize that you have to, if you want to get good at something, you have to continuously train at it. If you want to get good at voice acting, you have to do it a lot. That one of the circuits may be there is just that understanding that you have to train consistently if you want to be effective at something. Another circuit that you can get is just to realize that it could just be a realization or important fact. You may just know that roses are red and violets are blue. Those are just facts, and everything like that. It's a tool that you can use at your disposal. Anyway, that's really it. Thanks for watching. My name is Jason Lovett. I hope you think about this and you meditate on it. And I hope you have a great day. Thanks, guys. Bye.